Welcome back to the Ascendant Lands. Last time we left off, a certain storm god decided to wreak some havoc in the Hrukik village, and a a lightning blast exploded a wall into the walls at Hrukik village, and one of the tribes decided to take this opportunity and invade. You guys managed to intersect yourselves between the two fighters and managed to remind them that Tokagak was not today, and placated the fighting until when it's actually due to start. All of you managed to go back to your beds and have your long rest, apart from Thoradin, who is still haunted by the dream he had with a certain god. And you have a point of exhaustion. The
Okay.
rest of you wake up refreshed on this still slightly rainy day, but not as rainy as it has been.
Okay. Krusk will go get some breakfast.
Yeah.
Yeah, let's
Majority.
fuck off before anything else happens.
Yeah, the majority of the talk around town is just like, can you believe that it started early? What idiots? How could they not tell their days right? And then there's some people like, yeah, but if you saw a hole in the wall, you take opportunity too, wouldn't you? And they'd be like, no, of course not, really. And I'm like, yeah, okay, fine, we would. And so it's just a bit of a fun situation where they're able, all the Roosra in the city are able to make fun of Zazel for their over exuberance. From what you can tell, that the works on the wall has gone through mostly well. A lot of shape change and wrote stone shapes has seem to have solved the problem for now, and they'll just basically reinforce that section of wall if the Zell try to break in again at that point. And a lot of people are in your position as well, thinking, right, we're going to get out of town today to avoid any other issues.
Not gonna wait around for this shit to happen again.
No way around. And so the proprietor is a bit saddened because normally he gets an extra day out of people. So, but he's actually you can see he's a bit relieved himself that he actually might do the same as everyone else and get out a day early.
Wise decision.
Yeah. And
Can't blame him, really.
yeah. And so yeah, so breakfast is fairly normal. It's hearty, good food set up for everybody. And it's fairly nice all around. He's using up the last of the good stuff, so it won't. But that would normally spoil. That would normally be used up in the next few days, but would normally spoil. So a bit more of a luxurious, exuberant breakfast. Some more things on offer than what would have not normally have been available. So anyone, exactly, yeah. So anyone who wishes second helpings has happily offered, and extra drinks if you wish as well.
How big are the bags under Thoradin's eyes?
Well, yes.
Pretty big
Thoradin.
and dark, and he's just like looking into space, just like scared. Like you think he's looking at something, but it's just nothing out there.
Oh, poor Bean.
Yeah. He probably wouldn't be a shaky person. Nah, just like bag under his eyes, just like looking out deep space.
1,000-yard stare.
Yeah.
Bit of shell shock.
Probably trying to down the first ale he can see.
Bit of courage for the day.
Yeah.
Legit, really. Can't blame him for that one.
So yes. So as you making your preparations to leave, you look up into the sky and you start to see a yellow speck in the sky above you, and slowly it just starts to get bigger and bigger and bigger, and eventually you look at it and it looks a bit like dragon shape almost.
Uh,
It's getting bigger and bigger, heading what looks to be like for the center of town, center of the city.
Is that a dragon?
From what you could tell, it's potentially a brass dragon, maybe from a distance.
Ross.
And
I mean, if it's
As
yellow,
you-
is it yellow? It's brass or gold, isn't it? Really, generally.
Probably.
We
yeah.
weren't told about any brass ones nearby, though, were we?
No.
Or just because they're not nearby, they could just be
They're
visiting.
not dragons. They can just flap over and have a look.
As in, they're not from they're not known from the Misty area, are they?
Well, so what's
Oh, no,
interesting
that
as
was
well is
the
they're a
why.
different category, aren't they? Because that's those are
Metallic.
metallic dragon, whereas we've only dealt with chromatic.
Are the evil ones, the metallic ones? I forgot.
no,
No,
metallic.
that's
The
where,
Not the brass one.
chromatics are
Okay.
evil, the metallics are good.
Metallics are good.
Brass. You may have heard stories about them being in deserts, and there is a desert to the north of you.
Makes sense.
But yes, this brass-looking dragon just gets getting bigger and bigger, heading for the center of town, and you see its wings flare out, and you hear the thud on the ground
Oh,
as it lands.
wow.
You hear like startled expressions and some shouting going on.
I was gonna say, how many people are like watching it as it comes down?
Yeah, it's like, is it a bird? Is it a plane? No, it's a dragon!
Oh shit! Everybody duck.
And lots of shouts of confusion. Some people are like thinking, shit, I'm getting out of town now.
What the fuck?
Just getting worse and worse. It's, you know.
We've
What
got to
would
go over.
Yeah.
What would you like to do?
This town.
I guess we should probably check this out.
Krusk will just turn like run out towards the dragon.
I think we are checking it out, says Nadia,
There's some-
watching him run.
I suppose we should probably follow him.
Yeah,
Just in
otherwise he's
case.
gonna get eaten by a dragon.
Not wise to let him run off by himself.
And
No.
yet he does it so enthusiastically. Friend of yours, Turi, do you reckon?
I don't know what you're talking about, Nadia. It's not something I would do. I'm not a runner. She bolts
No,
off.
not the running, the dragon. This is while she's moving.
I don't know.
Well, you follow a dragon god, you know.
I guess
Exactly.
maybe we should probably find out. I don't think it's evil, otherwise it probably would have started attacking by now. You would assume.
Well, you'd like to think so. I mean,
I don't really know that much about dragon politics yet. I'm learning still.
got to attend the
Yeah, I
right
guess they would
classes, I
have
suppose.
politics, wouldn't they?
Do they teach you that? Is that a thing?
I don't know. I'm new to this.
I mean,
Maybe they will.
you followed Bahamut for a while, and, like,
I mean, come on, it's been
Couple of
weeks.
months.
Not like a full year or nothing. This is like beginning of my indoctrination. It took 200 years to train me to be an assassin.
well, you know. I mean, if there was training involved, I would imagine you'd have got some whiff of it by now.
Okay. Look, let's go find out. Make sure Krusk doesn't get eaten. I'm sure everything will be fine.
It's not like it would matter anyway. He'd come back as, well, Krusk 4.0 anyway.
Yeah,
That's
but
true.
the last one was a douchebag, so let's not have that happen again.
I was going to say I don't want to downgrade. It's not a good time to do that.
True, I suppose.
So, as you all run over to the middle of the city, you see not a dragon, but something beginning to shape back into a leonin, a lion folk, with from a distance like a jade circlet on their head, and it's just like bodies are just around where you imagine the dragon shape was, and this leonin is just carrying a body in their arms, saying, "Water! I need help! Clerics, get over here! I need assistance now! Stat, get over here!" And just running over, and just like a plethora of bodies, just like look to be like very dehydrated people who have just covered in sand all over the place.
Are there clerics that are rushing towards them?
Well, just at this very moment, it's like the end of the transformation. He just said the command. And like a bunch of like guards and stuff are just looking as confused as anything, thinking, did he just transform in from a dragon to a person? Or what on
That's a
earth?
pretty good trick.
Definitely. But yeah, so as you get closer, like you do see like clerics starting to like
Okay.
react and like getting like, and just some guards are just going over and just grabbing like buckets of water and just like not even thinking coherently, just chucking buckets of water over these people,
People.
just seeing if that'll help. They haven't been told anything better, so they're just doing what they can.
Yeah, I suppose they've got that well in hand, I guess. What is it? What does it look like? Enough water?
Well, there's like 3 or 4 guards just like going to and from like a well to try and
Yeah.
get water. If you wish to help, you could you help certainly welcome if you
Yeah,
wish.
I'd cast create food and water because I don't
Okay.
think I get a choice. I think it just is both. I don't think I can do like only water.
No, I'm sure that will be also welcome.
Yes. So
if
I'll do that. I'll cast create food and water.
Okay.
Do
Yeah, so
they
you-
look like they've been attacked or anything, or have they just fallen afoul of the weather?
So now you're not since running directly to the situation. The people that are like just on the ground look severely dehydrated, severely like they've been stuck in a desert for God knows how long.
Longer than they wanted, certainly.
Yeah. I think Talari will go to help the
Okay.
clerics out, but she'll go and assist as
Yeah,
she would.
so you create food and water,
Yep.
and this lean-in person sees what you're doing. And it's like yes, of course, as well, and like also casts create food and water themselves.
He had
To
it and
try
he was asking for water. Okay.
To be fair, he's probably freaking out.
True.
Just-
True. Yeah.
Given the distance he's just flown,
Yeah.
carrying all these people.
Yeah. So yeah, she will go and help
Okay.
in any way she can. Well, as her training allows.
Yeah. So there's a good like 20 people or so that are just dehydrated to the nines, and like the clerics are just trying to get as much fluids as is safely possible into these people and trying to get them to just recover
Yeah.
and try and calm down a bit.
Is it only dehydration, or do they look like they were injured in any way? I'll say, have they lost any HP? But no. Do they
Well,
do they do they look like they were injured in any way?
No physical injuries, from what you could tell. It's more along lines of just like these people have already been going to the desert for days, and without proper rations or anything. So these people are probably exhausted, probably on the brink of death. Some of them without the proper fluids and like food, and so it's just a matter of just trying to just save as many people as possible in like the most safe way possible.
I think she would just generically give medical assistance. I think
Okay.
outside. I mean, the food and water should be enough. How many of them were there? Did you say?
About 20. So you've done
20.
about 8 people.
Yeah, because
The lean-ins done about 8 people. Two of the clerics have also done so, and trying to just spread the resources out amongst the people.
Yeah.
Do any of you else help trying to get people into the clerical area?
Yeah, Nadia will go and fetch and carry for them.
Okay, so you're able to, from what was just people strewn about the city center, in about a good 20 minutes time, is everyone's in the cleric's tent and being seen to, and the leaning's just like to you will help. It's like, well, thank you so much. I just needed to get them somewhere close to a city, and just they need to be seen to.
What happened?
Well, I was wandering the desert and just came across these folk and had to do what I must and save them. I didn't have the the resources on my back to help them there and then. So I had to just get up and fly.
Very
And the
noble
biggest
of
thing
you.
I could transform into.
Must have been difficult to fly them all over here.
Well, dragon form's not too bad, but it's a long old fly from the middle of the desert.
Mm. Um,
I'm-
with, so he said he didn't know anything that happened, right? He just came across them like that.
Yeah, I'm Casino, by the way, and then puts out his hand to whoever wants to take it.
Yeah, Krusk will shake his hand.
Shakes
I'm
hands
Krusk.
with everybody.
Turi
the
will
of the Justice
shake
Collective.
his hand as well, and just shake her head. Don't call us that. That just
We are
Just
all
the-
members
that is Krusk.
of the
My
Justice
name is
Collective.
Turi. Nadia, Thoradin,
You might have heard of
Talari.
us.
Just don't call us.
We're quite famous now.
Don't call us Jason. It's fine. Okay.
Well met, Justice Collective.
Yes.
Good.
Krusk gets his way once more.
Glad to see there are also folks willing to help.
Yes. Maybe you should. Do you have other business to attend to? We could do with someone like you around. That if you're not busy.
My calling is the desert, and I must tend to it.
So do you live there? Like what city do you come from?
Well, I was part of the Helm encampment, but not anymore. I tend to myself in the desert as Sylvanas demands of me.
Sylvanas. Are you her? You sworn to her in some way, or
I am. They saved me, and so I must save others.
I see. She didn't appear to you in any dreams, did she?
Well, they did a few times.
Really? uh, any markings of your devotion to her that you may or may not have put on yourself?
I am but Sylvanas's image. I am my mere presence is Sylvanas's gift.
Of course.
I transform, and I am gifted the desert's power.
Hmm. Okay.
Has the desert changed recently?
Well, it's grown more harsh, I believe. What seemed from what I could tell from the travelers here that they looked like they were adequately provisioned, but barely made it halfway through
Hmm.
before their resources ran out.
Yes, but harsher in what way?
More intense. It's hard to quantify. It almost feels bigger, I guess. Like more expansive, more daunting for folks, I imagine.
There's more desert in the desert.
Yes, like the peaks are higher. It's more exhausting to get through than perhaps it might have done in years past. So
So,
it's hard to quantify.
so it's just got more sand in it. Is that what we're saying?
Not quite.
Because it just sounds like
The-
it got hotter and it had more sand.
Well, yes, it has got hotter, it has got more sand, but deserts don't tend to randomly get desertier.
True, but then, gods have their way with things, don't they?
Is there like a god of the desert who might be behind? I'll ask him.
Well-
Is there like a god of the desert, or
Is it
like
not?
who rules? Gone.
Is it,
Sorry.
is it not Sylvanas? Because he's aligned with Sylvanas.
I thought Sylvanas
Sylvanas,
is just nature. in
Sylvanas,
general.
Sylvanas rules the wild, as
Hmm.
the wilderness and that of nature. But
Does that not cover? I mean, it's still nature.
Yeah, I
Is
don't know.
there,
We'll see.
is there anything that is
it's
You
more
felt a
desert is more than
presence?
weather.
is it some kind of other presence you might feel at all? Some evil or something that has taken hold of the desert?
Mm.
Something that is perhaps producing more sand, more heat, more death.
I don't know, but I must investigate. I must check the oases and safe places and make sure that they still exist and still function. Otherwise, the desert can only get worse. Please.
Krusk is going to kind of like look at the others as if to be like, should we do something? But- oh wait, I have message. I think actually.
I've
Can I
got to
take
say
it?
I don't like it very much.
Can I just do like a quick round of messages just to everyone, just to kind of be like, guys, should we do something? Like, should we help him?
Look, I think, and this is to him, we have a few things we are currently looking into, but I don't want to say we're gonna put this on the back burner for. But if you're currently looking into it, we have a slightly pressing issue of our own to deal with. But I do not wish for you to go thinking that we do not care, simply that we might have to wait until we finish our first issue and then we can work on yours.
I'm not asking for your assistance, friends. Please. The desert is my domain. I will tend to it. Sylvanas has tasked me with such, and I will lead that way.
Are
Very
there
good.
more of you, like more servants devoted to Sylvanas, or is it mainly you?
I am of the desert, that's all I am aware. But
Hmm.
I would not be surprised if there are more. Sylvanas is wild and has fingers in many places.
Is Sylvanas a guy or a girl?
Depends which way you look at them, probably.
Most gods can be whichever way they want, really.
Yeah,
Yes,
especially with ascendancy,
so
it
So
differs, innit?
Sylvanas
Oh,
is
yeah, I
definitely
forgot in
more
this world,
masculine.
actually.
Sylvanas is certainly more masculine presenting than feminine presenting, but there's nothing precluding him from either.
Okay, no, that's
Thing
fine.
is,
I
thing
just
is as
asked-
well, yeah, you know, because everyone can be an ascended to godhood.
Yeah, I
Essentially,
forgot
the
that
gender
the
could
gods
change.
change in this. Yeah,
So,
that's fine.
I mean, unless we're just saying that everyone, for ease, everyone who's currently in there is the whatever it is. But
Yeah, over time it just becomes like you get seen as the average.
Yeah.
Anyway, so
I'm curious just to ask, because, I'm a follower of Bahamut, and the whole dragon thing is pretty new to me. Are you
well
a
met.
dragon in, like, Leonin form, or are you Leonin and you can transform into a dragon?
Oh
Or
well,
potentially something else entirely.
Or something else, and you've just got these two other forms that you can do? I'm just curious.
well.
I mean,
it's-
to me, it sounds like he's a druid that can change shape.
yes, I am a druid. I am druid of the desert, and with he points like the jade circlet around its head. This gives me extra ways to change shape. And fortunately, I met myself a brass dragon many years ago, and they touched my soul, and I am glad that I have met them. And sometimes I change shape into them to get around quicker, as it is much a effective shape. to
Sounds
take.
like a really, really powerful ability. You're really helpful. It's good to know. I, good if one of us could do that. Great. Okay,
Would certainly
so
make travelling easy, wouldn't it? You could
yeah,
just fly
absolutely,
around.
absolutely.
No one likes dragons anyway. Deserve to be slayed.
You don't like
Okay.
Thoradin,
dragons.
you don't like
Thoradin.
dragons.
Please forgive our friend. He had a bad experience recently.
We were dealing with some chromatic dragons, completely different to metallic,
Ah.
but they were,
Nah,
a little
they're
bit
all the
feisty.
same.
Okay,
They're all the
Thoradin,
same.
shut up.
So don't need to be racist,
Slayed.
Thoradin.
Just slayed. Sorry. Any big ass dragon that can breathe, God knows what, deserves to die. I'm sorry.
You're just salty
Just the
because
way
they're
of it.
bigger than you, more powerful than you.
I
No,
mean, you know,
it's about what's in here.
Don't mind
Oh
him. He
yeah,
hasn't
yeah,
got
you
much
are.
sleep. He's very
Yeah,
tired.
that and he didn't get
Yeah.
any sleep
He
last
gets
That's true.
grouchy when he's tired.
That's
But,
true. You
Don't
look
make excuses for me.
easy, Thoradin, easy. Go take a nap, okay?
He's not a horse.
Oh dear.
Is
Uh,
there anything else you need help with before you, I don't know, go back to the desert? Or
No, I think the clerics here have situations sorted, and those who come to will know not to treat the desert so weakly, perhaps.
Should be respected, the desert.
Definitely.
If you're going around investigating what's causing the extraness, be careful about it.
Thank you. I shall
No,
heed your warning.
something is messing with the balance. Something pretty bloody serious. Be careful.
Yes.
There is quite likely someone actively trying to stop you.
Yes. Thank
Who
you.
will do harm if they can.
Yes, I do heed your warnings. Thank you.
trust
If
me,
you
we've had
do
it a lot.
turn out to need assistance, I
Yeah, if you
will
want to
come.
call us, anybody got a spare sending stone?
I don't think we'll need one.
okay. How?
Sylvanus will probably tell me if one of his other servitors is in trouble that badly.
Big assumption.
Well met.
Why not?
Why wouldn't he?
Makes sense.
He wants my help. If I don't know where I'm supposed to be, how can I be useful?
That's a fair point, but I'm thinking more along the lines of what was your name? Casino?
Cena.
Casina, that was it, right? If Casina here
Or call me
decided
Thirst Quencher.
Thirst Quencher, if Thirst Quencher here decided that they found what was the issue, felt it was a little bit too much, didn't quite get into the dangerous zone yet, then
True.
wanted to contact us and prepare beforehand, just thinking
But
along
none of
those
us have
lines.
that kind of spell. That's my point. We don't
No,
have
no,
a
we
way of
don't,
doing
but maybe Casino does.
I'll meditate on this and see if I can talk with Sylvanas and maybe they can assist me.
Look for the ugly ass dragon in the sky.
Oh dear, Thoradin.
Grouchy, I'm sorry about him. Just
But after proclaiming your Sylvanas ties, Nadia, Cassina will go to you and say, well met. It seems that I'm glad to have met another blessed by Sylvanas.
Likewise.
And you go with peace and
Oh,
live
wait,
wisely.
if he's about to leave, I have one more question for him.
Mhm.
Don't happen to know in the desert if there's like a reliquary of some kind? Just
Oh my god!
Oh,
Question!
every fucking dude.
that
That's
is
an
quite a
icy
distance,
question.
Russ.
Daddy's just gonna turn around like,
just really need one.
I think the whole group's just gonna be like,
what?
it's just-
Do you think that maybe, Krusk, that's a little bit far for Thirst Quencher here to go and then come back just for you to have a reliquary?
I like you. You pose interesting questions.
Oh, thank you.
Family's into it.
I shall meditate on this, and if Sylvanas blesses me with an answer, then maybe I can help you.
Cross looks pretty happy. Oh, thank you. Well met.
is this gonna be another one of those things, Cross, that you ask every single person we come across?
You
Yes,
never know who has the answer that you need.
it is. Let's just leave it at that. We
Okay.
can't hold his tongue.
Sometimes
Well,
I wish I could.
I do have a silent spell, but
It
You
would
should be
do.
quicker off the mark with it, Talari.
I should, yes. Fortunately, it doesn't area, so I can't singly
Oh,
target
it'll
a
be deaf.
person. Yeah, I could paralyze him, I suppose, and then just Talari gets lost in thought. Obviously, not stroking her face, but yeah, she's.
Just a happy place. Yeah. So Casina does gives you all another handshake and bows to Nadia and blessings to Sylvanas, and we'll leave the cleric tent and as from what you can tell, goes to walk out of the north gate.
Okay.
Figured he'd fly out, but okay.
Yeah, same. Yeah, maybe he's
I
tired.
mean, that could be a really powerful piece of magic he's using. It could tire him out.
Just turn it to a
don't
pigeon.
know.
Just turn it.
Make sure a target.
You
being a
don't have to
dragon,
turn it into a dragon every time. I mean, I'm sure you've seen I'm sure you've seen a pigeon or a crow or something. You could have just done
I
that.
don't
Maybe he
know how
find-
druids work.
Maybe he finds it demeaning.
Dragon or
mean-
nothing.
Compared to being a dragon, being a pigeon's pretty bad.
Oh,
See, maybe him turn into a
Less
pigeon. Maybe he'll do it
impressive,
later.
certainly.
Hey, he's a nice
Brains.
guy. Okay, we shouldn't make fun of him. He's gonna
That's-
meditate on my reliquary.
oh
What
God.
is it
I'm
with
gonna
you and that
meditate on a few
blooming
things.
reliquary, Krusk?
I can summon divine help, but I need a reliquary to do it.
You can summon divine help, but you need a reliquary for it, right?
Yep. I can get one. Well,
Any
I have.
random one.
Well, I think one of
Surely
Bahamut
you
would
need
work
like a
better.
tier associated
Uh,
one, given where you're probably summoning
have to-
divine help from.
No, I think this is a Bahamut one would work best, but it'll be a
Yeah.
while before we head that way.
I was
So if I can
going
get
to
one
say,
earlier.
after Mr. City, if we don't have anything in particular, I wouldn't mind, doing my pilgrimage.
I was going to say, we've got to take you to that temple, haven't we?
I
know,
also
I-
need to go to the temple for other reasons.
Oh, there you go. That's great. What do you mean by other reasons?
I was very
Uh,
vague.
Like it to
Why
be
are you
clear.
going to the temple?
I'm on a sort of pilgrimage, but it's not quite the same as Well, it's actually quite
Slightly
similar.
different pilgrimage. Yes, but what are you actually doing?
I need to prove myself to Bahamut by following some of the tenets of his oath. So, like
Oh,
Turi, I must
Great.
Why
offer
do you
the
need
gift
to
of
prove
mercy.
yourself to Bahamut?
It's quite a personal question.
Let me guess. You've got to consider everybody innocent until proven guilty. Blah blah. Be patient.
Yep, I mean they're good morals. I have no
I
objections to
agree.
following them.
They are
Bullshit.
very good models. Really,
bullshit.
really difficult sometimes.
But I don't.
Great
But
models.
what I don't understand is obviously Turi assassin. Pretty on the other end of the spectrum. But
That's
you
very
Krusk, you wear a cat on your shoulder.
So I am interested in forming my own oaths, my own tenets. So I had a chat with Bahamut about it, and to prove that I can walk sort of the path of justice on my own, I first need to prove myself in his eyes by following his path.
But what I'm saying, Krusk, is they're pretty similar. Like, you don't exactly like slash. You're not Thoradin here. You don't slash first and then ask questions later.
Well,
You-
I think the point is if he can follow Bahamut's tenets, he can create his own tenets for justice. The not Bahamut's, not necessarily tiers, but Krusks.
Yeah.
Am I getting
exactly.
that right?
Yeah. Yep. Bang on.
Right. So basically, what you're saying is you want to come up with new ideas about justice, and Bahamut's the guy to go to, and he's giving you a test.
Yes.
Great.
I
Mhm.
see.
I'm all for everybody getting tested by Bahamut. Anyone else? Anyone else want to go to Bahamut's temple? I'm so into it.
Jordan?
Nah,
Jordan?
I'm okay.
Thoradin?
I don't know if I burned that bridge. I can't have told him to fuck off.
Bahamut's all
I-
about
I-
second
I dunno.
chances. He's all about a second chance.
Yeah.
He's very much about second chances, but I'm going to be honest. This is what 8th, 9th,
I was
10th.
going to say
How many
about
chances
I've already
One.
killed
29.
some dragons as well. I don't know if that's
You weren't rude
I've
to
got a
him, though,
bad
you
record.
Jordan.
To
That's
be
just a
fair,
turn of phrase, right? You didn't
those-
actually tell him to go away.
Did you actually tell him to?
No,
fuck
no,
off?
no, no. I didn't.
You
I
just said no. You were okay, right?
Yeah,
You were
yeah.
polite, right?
didn't.
Please tell me you were polite.
Would he have to
Probably
eat
not.
to-
Jordan.
Probably not.
I had to consult my
shakes his
dream
head.
journal.
the dream journal. Get the dream journal out.
Check out your dream channel. Please tell me you were polite.
Oh my goodness. Oh man. But I wouldn't worry about killing. I wouldn't worry about killing the dragons, Thoradin. I mean, it was in self-defense. They attacked us first, in theory.
I did actually offer them a second chance as well.
This
I
is
actually
very
offered them the
true.
chance to leave.
And also, those are chromatic orbs, so technically, not really aligned with Bahamut. Bahamut's more aligned with the metallic ones.
He would still prefer you to try, spare their lives and give them a chance to
I mean, they-
do better. But yeah, I agree. They fought and they were not willing to go away. So
Yeah, I
Maybe-
straight up offered them a
Maybe
chance.
taking their
said
heads
no.
and stuffing them in your bag may have crossed the line slightly.
That was
but,
over the top.
but
So were you polite? Or
I
did you give them a
politely
finger?
declined, but
You did politely
it
decline.
seems like that was my only chance.
Ultimatum kind of
A
thing.
once
might-
only offer.
Oh, okay.
Nobody likes to be turned down, to be fair.
I mean, it
I
was
feel
kind
like he
of a
only came
nudged
to me
offer.
because of Turi.
He did kind of only come to you because of
Ah.
me, but that's beyond the point.
Referring a friend, as it were.
Basically, I tried.
You tried, and Thoradin was like, nah.
Nah, not my scene.
He didn't seem as powerful as Talos.
Oh,
That's what it came down to. It came down to a bit
I was gonna say.
pure and simple power.
Oh,
And
dear.
and if he followed Bahamut, he'd have to put some bloody effort into the power, wouldn't you? And she's gonna clap Thoradin on the shoulder.
I think I figured out now that I'm gonna have to make some sort of sacrifice.
You think?
Whatever I go, whatever I
Who?
choose.
Well, yes and no, Thoradin. I mean, there's a difference between, evil sacrifice and good sacrifice,
I mean, good sacrifice is reasonable. It's mainly about yourself. You really hone your own abilities. Do you have any idea how many times I've come this close to killing someone? Like, so many.
Well, maybe you should try going my route, Thoradin. Go neutral sacrifice, where you don't really do anything.
Yeah,
You
that
know?
might be the way.
True, not too extreme.
Down the
Either
middle.
way,
I mean,
Yeah.
I
I
basically,
have
Middle
got
of the
something
road.
to recommend it. I can
Mhm.
confirm.
I help everybody, as you saw earlier. I mean, you could just be the type that kills everybody. I guess that's
No,
Yes!
Talari,
Vigilante.
that was going so well, and then you
Oh,
just
that was fun.
so I should have stopped a few sentences. Okay,
help people.
I need to quench my bloodlust at some point. So.
gets her book out, just makes a note. Right.
Just do it on the evil people that aren't going to repent.
Yeah, it's hard to do that in combat when someone's after you.
Yeah, no, when someone is trying to
d-
stick a blade into you, the
No,
main
that's
interest in your mind is sticking the blade into them
That's
first.
that's fair. Defend yourself. I'm not saying don't defend yourself. I'm just saying, in certain situations where you may have, I don't know, some kobolds that don't know you're there, don't snap their necks.
Yes, I think it's more about if they start the fight, not if you start the fight.
If
Thoradin.
they start the fight and you can't talk them down, there you go.
There's always
I
time
have
to
a good
talk,
line in
Thoradin.
getting other people to start fights for me.
I can still strangle them, not to death.
You could
Unconscious. Make them unconscious.
True unconsciousness.
you could
Not
Yeah,
unless
so
you
they're
find
not
a way
dead.
to knock
I
them out.
managed to take mine out non-lethally because
Yeah,
who
yeah.
asked me not.
That's
I mean,
very
you could
true.
restrain. You could just restrain them, Thoradin. You don't have
And
to.
if
And this
you-
was after she'd broken my nose.
Sorry about that. If you do
I
that
invited
until
you
they're
to do it, I wouldn't worry
unconscious,
about it.
to be fair, that just means you give them the opportunity to repent, and if they don't, then
Then
you've
you
you've
can kill
you've,
'em.
you've got the option.
And
You know,
make a
think of it as more options.
and say it aloud, not like one of those things where you say it under your breath or in your head. It's just, I got a pretty good idea of you, Thoradin. There's kind of things that repent,
I'm not a complex man. I'm a simple man.
repent.
Yeah.
Everyone deserves
Somehow
a
I
second
don't
chance.
think that
Thoradin.
one's going to work for him. Just
No. I think neutral's the way to go,
many
Thoradin.
moving
It's literally meeting in the middle. You're not
Yeah.
gonna, sell your left kidney for your evil ones, or
So
all the
it's
kittens of the
not
world.
his left kidney that's the
Oh, that's true.
problem.
Actually, yeah, that'd be more the good one,
Everyone
actually,
else
wouldn't it?
is-
Yeah, it's
Was
everyone
going
else's
to
left
say.
kidneys.
You're not
But
selling your left kidney for the good one. You're
yeah,
not selling someone else's kidney for the bad one.
Yeah.
Right?
No
Is that the right?
kidneys.
yeah.
Not the right
kidneys.
And
analogy? Okay.
you're in the neutral. All the kidneys are fine unless you stab them there, as Nadia said.
Okay. We're getting off
I think
subject
you
here.
got a bit lost in this metaphor.
Yeah, I think the message got a bit lost in translation.
He-
Thoradin,
he
don't
got-
kill
Right.
It's gone
people.
over
Just-
his
Don't
head.
kill
It's gone over
people.
his
Just making a note. Metaphor too long.
Kill in defense. Try not to kill generally.
Even in defense, you should try to avoid killing them. Unless
I
they're
mean, if
really
you can avoid it, that would
irredeemable.
be great. But I'm just saying, for you, let's start with baby steps.
Some people really need an
Baby
axe to the
steps.
face.
Yeah. No, definitely. Yeah.
Mm.
Some heads have to come clean off. some dragons.
But why not?
Gotta clip their wings.
But why the
He just
head
now
though?
has a complex about
Sorry.
dragons. You
Oh,
know,
yeah.
I'm
I
just
got
embarrassed
possession.
because that dragon woman scared the shit out of you.
Yeah, I want
Yeah,
payback.
you're just trying to make up for the fact that she scared you shitless.
I mean, why
She
does it
took
have to
my-
be
she
the
took my
head
head.
though? Like, couldn't you like chop off an
Oh,
arm
yeah.
or a leg? You know,
It's
at
just
least.
so satisfying.
But at least then,
You know that.
Yeah, but
And
at
that
least they.
trophy on your wall.
Oh my goodness me!
Oh.
What did Thoradin do with the tooth?
You
or
don't
whatever
even
it was?
have a wall, Thoradin. Where you don't have a wall,
have it?
Thoradin. What wall are you going to put this head on?
When he retires, when he's the best in the
Yeah,
world.
When
when
he's
I've
his
got
palace
Thoradin's
and
farm.
his gold and his green.
In my palace, yeah.
God.
You know Hercules? He had like all his trophies, didn't he? In his
Yeah,
in
it
his
was
place.
just like that.
A
Yeah.
living legend. Thoradin the
Hmm.
Great.
0 to hero.
Yeah.
Oh my
Instead of
God.
Hulk's book, I'll just have the heads.
That's his book.
You need a really
Yeah.
fucking big wall.
Yeah.
You need
A
a
whole-
whole palace.
It'll be
Yeah.
like a museum.
Uh,
I can charge people
oh my
to
God.
come and see the heads.
Actually, go to a museum
That'd be
of
cool.
stuffed heads of like dragons and chimeras
Yeah.
and stuff.
You
It'll be
totally
quite
Yeah, that'd be
interesting.
awesome.
It would.
Yeah.
That all sounds very fascinating, Thoradin. But I think at the end of the day, no evil gods. And I don't think, like I said, neutral, straight down the line. Give it a go.
Yeah.
I don't know if you consult your dream journal, you got any neutral ones in there, but
War god.
I tried. I tried.
Yeah.
Yeah, that didn't work.
You turned him down. I
No,
thought
Ah,
you
we
agreed.
just- we just had a- Yeah, we just had a difference of opinions, you know.
Oh, I thought you agreed to go with him.
He was after honor, I was after glory.
Oh,
it's
I
just
didn't remember
like
you saying that.
two
Oh, but
different
you've got no protection from any god then. Is Taz just going to keep tormenting you each night?
Oh, on my own protection.
oh my God. Thoradin the godless.
Yeah.
I will stay with you at night if you want. I would hate for you to suffer alone.
No, you don't want to sleep next to me.
He snores.
Yeah.
I
Don't really have many manners.
I don't think he sleeps with any clothes on either, the Krusk.
Yeah. I mean, I'm already bare chested. I can't. Yeah.
If you knock someone out, do they
wonder.
do they get rested? If they're like unconscious for a while, does that count as a long rest?
I don't think being unconscious counts as resting, man.
I don't.
Matt's
I
shaking
don't-
his head. It definitely
No,
doesn't count.
I don't
No,
think because they're
you're unconscious for an hour or up to 4 hours.
I was thinking we could knock Thoradin out at night so he doesn't dream.
Oh wow.
I don't think that's how it works.
No.
For example, me and Talari are never meant to dream. We've never dreamed in our entire lives, but the god dreams, they still
Oh,
get in.
true, yeah. Mm.
That's
So,
quite sad, actually. You don't
this
get
is,
to dream.
what do you mean, that we don't dream? It's so
Yeah.
peaceful.
I've
No,
had some of
no
the best dreams of my
irritations.
life.
you're alone with your own
Dreams
thoughts and not somebody else's
Mm.
trying to pierce their way in.
True, it's
Okay.
true. And
It's not
I've
pleasant.
heard about teeth falling out and this weird going through your school naked or whatever it is. Like,
None of that sounds.
you humans have such weird dreams, and you other humanoids, it's so weird.
It doesn't really make
Why?
any sense. Then why not just meditate and clear your mind and
Yeah.
that just makes more sense to me.
Also, humans go crazy if they don't sleep.
Yep.
Like completely batshit insane.
Not just
Oh.
humans. Points to himself.
Yeah,
Mm.
most races go insane if they don't sleep. Elves are the odd ones out. I hate
I
to
don't-
break it to you.
Guys
I-
really learn
I
meditate.
don't-
It's
Nah,
just so
no.
great.
Up to me, it just makes me. I think we just figured it out. I think that's what it, that's what it is.
Just because you've got a better way of doing it doesn't make you not weird. You're still weird. You're just weird and good.
That's fair. I'm pretty weird.
I've got more of my day, I suppose.
Really don't like sunlight. That's not a helpful thing while walking on. What kind of day is it, Matt? Is it a bright sunny day? Is it raining? I can't remember.
No, it's slightly overcast, not as like heavily rainy as it has been the past like day or so. It's lighter.
So it was just points up and just like, this I'm okay with. Me in the desert, bright sunlight, I'd probably be screwed.
That's true. Yes.
It's true. Yeah. If
Actually,
that guy
we-
calls us, you can
Oh,
have
you mean,
a.
yeah.
trouble.
How are you? How are you gonna? Do you
Well,
have to put 2 of those shawls on?
puts the shadow shawl on and it's magical darkness covering her face, and she's like, this is fine. This does it. It's all good here.
Even in the desert?
Oh, ah.
Mm.
This
Magic,
is
that's the
magical
point.
darkness. It protects my face.
That's makes sense, I guess.
You know those horrible UV rays. Terrible for your skin, really.
What's this UV thing you are?
What?
Oh,
you
don't
got
worry, you'll get there. You'll
Oh.
figure it out.
UV.
200 more years of your lifespan, you'll be fine.
Oh dear. All right. So then I guess we make way to Mistress City then.
To the city.
Yeah, let's leave the town before anything else bad happens.
Yes. Yes, we seem to attract a lot of attention, unwanted guests, whether it's just by chance.
A lot of fucking trouble.
If I see any
Does
correct
make you,
people,
does make you wonder if we're not there, does trouble happen?
What do you
You know?
say?
If
Like
trouble
if a
happens,
tree
then
falls
those
down, does it
buggers
make
are
a
around
noise?
to
Well,
upset.
kind- well,
if
kind
trouble
of.
falls in a forest.
Well, this is it because like wherever we go, it just seems like the trouble is directed to us.
I'm
No, it
pretty
happens
sure
in other
there's
places.
trouble. Yeah.
Tsunamis, killing
That
people.
that was you,
Mm.
Thoradin. There's a difference.
I'm just saying.
There've been non-Floridan tsunamis as well, probably.
Probably,
Which have killed people.
probably.
Not
Probably.
recently.
Not recently, yeah, yeah. Oh,
Um,
dear.
Well, lots of crazy shit's happening at the moment because all the gods are going around rocking the fucking boat and stirring up shit and acting like assholes.
I
Hey,
mean,
they're
there
not
you
all
go.
assholes.
The desert is
Bahamut's
getting
a great
hotter.
guy.
That's not to do with us.
Bahamut's
I
a nice
hope.
guy.
Yeah, Bahamut's a nice guy.
Yeah,
Bahamut's
they're not all
good.
assholes.
Yeah,
What are you
he's
talking
not
about?
being an
Bahamut.
asshole. But
Very
most of them
disrespectful
are
to the
running
gods.
around being assholes.
Not the neutral ones.
Merkel's not running anywhere.
By
He's stuck in the rebellion.
definition,
Stuck
they're
in an amulet, yeah.
yeah. By definition, the neutral ones are our balance.
Depends
Who
on the neutral, I think.
I mean, who knows? Maybe they're the ones orchestrating everything. If they get rid of the good and the bad, there's no way of that you can have an imbalance.
True. Things would be a lot fucking calmer for a start.
If we see any correct people, I'm going to wish them good luck for the fights to come.
By Bahamut.
Especially if they're was it purple, blue? I can't remember what color it was now.
Purple, man,
Purple.
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 Blue are the guys who busted up the city.
Zell.
The Zell, yeah, they're the blue ones, yeah.
Blue
I
guy.
don't think it was actually them, but
Well, as in they took advantage. They started
Yeah,
early.
yeah.
Sort of thing, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, it
Gee.
wasn't them. I'm pretty certain the city getting busted up was your fault.
Talos.
Sure,
Yeah, yeah, it's my bad.
Yeah,
Your
we should
fault.
probably go just before anything else happens to the city while we're still
Yeah,
here.
let's fuck off.
Yes.
Is there still like storms or anything?
Nah, it's
Storm
just
clouds over
drizzling.
us.
Also, if we get rained on for the next like 3 weeks, I am not going to be impressed.
Oh, they probably would be alright for two, at least it'll be overcast all the time.
Yeah.
But it's also going to be damp as fuck.
Yes, I don't really like the damp.
Yeah.
Well, hopefully it'll be centered on Thoradin. You'll have just little
Yes, but
storm
who's
clouds.
standing next to Thoradin and the rest of us?
Make a
I
wide
don't
berth.
mind. I'm okay with the rain. It's fine. I'll walk next to you. It's okay.
Thank you.
Well, fortunately, your caravan is
Hey,
covered.
we've got a roof
so-
on the caravan.
Yeah. Let's say just somehow like directly above him inside the caravan. Just floods the
Oh,
thing.
God.
Yeah, yeah.
Thoradin.
Yeah. Literally the cartoon, the
In the
cartoon
shape
little.
of a middle finger,
Yeah.
Are the bigger dots bigger cities? Like, is that
Yes.
accurate? What's this big one? Like on the coast?
That's a good question. I believe off my, off my head,
Top of
that's
DM's head.
Savannah's Port.
Savannah's
Ah,
Port.
Savannah's Port.
interesting.
Which one's
Okay.
Sylvanas Port?
The big,
Oh,
big one at the
This
top.
one up here, yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, Savannah's Port.
What's the little dot? Oh, no, that's the helm one, isn't it?
Yes.
Helmet Cabin, yeah.
Yep, that middle one's
Only
Helm
that's
Cabin.
like less of a thing now.
Well, that guy left it for whatever reason. We didn't really inquire as to why.
That will be rude
That's
to us.
the that's where like, all the mercenaries are like trained.
Yeah. That's
That's
where
it,
the
so-
mercenaries go.
It's not so much a city, more of a training ground.
Massive barracks.
An encampment.
Yes. Funny how those words work.
Yeah.
um, so you decide to head south to Mischief City,
Mhm.
and because you started a bit later on in the day, because of the disrupted sleep cycle, majority of people have also thought the same idea and decided to leave the city a few days before Togagak actually begins. And so you are easily catching up and passing people and who are also like leaving the city. Majority, some of which are like children, some like parents of children, to like making sure that they're out of the way so that they can try and get back to the city as quickly as possible so they can take part if they so wished. And about a day's ride south, and there's a mini city just built specifically for this one day where people can just basically camp out for Togagak to exist. So you've got quite a nice view to the north of you where you can just about see the city, and if there was like big explosions and such were to occur, you could see from a distance over it at night.
Mm.
And so it's quite a good view if anyone wishes to stay. But if not, they're giving anyone who wishes to stay there for the night free camping rights for them to move on, carry on south if they wished, or anywhere else they wish to go.
Okay. I mean, if it's we've only just started out, haven't we? I don't think we necessarily started.
It's the first day of travel.
Right. Oh, is this at the end of it all? Is that what this
Yeah,
is?
so it's about a day's ride you've been on, and you can
Right.
decide to stay at this like outpost, or you
Yeah.
could carry on a bit longer and
Yeah, I
camp
know.
by yourself.
Safety
Up
in
to you
numbers,
guys.
I guess, would make sense. If this is a massive crowd, makes kind of more sense to stick with them, I guess, than to do our own. Um, we might as well stay with everybody, you know.
Yep.
Why camp alone if you can camp with the extra protection, I guess.
Makes sense. Yep.
Why not?
Yeah. The best description is like a festival tent campsite, where it's just like reams of tents of just people and it's
Yeah.
just basically just like one like tower in the middle where like people can just go and get supplies and like all climb the tower and try and get a good view of the city before Tokagak.
Okay.
And while the night is a bit damp, it doesn't get any worse, and it's fairly calm. You get lots of people who are just like watching and waiting if tonight's gonna if tonight's Tokagak's gonna start early again tonight, or is it going to be okay? It's going to be calm, properly like it should be before the night before, and it's pretty chill. Like it's a lot calmer for everybody, and
Are there
more
any
peaceful.
noises coming from the because I could imagine if it's the night before, like a lot of the camps outside of it would be sort of, I don't know, partying hard.
A
Nah, they were all
mixture.
keeping themselves very carefully in trim, so they didn't put themselves out of curl for the big day.
Oh, it depends. I mean, maybe. I mean, I can imagine there's.
That's what
It
Matt
depends.
said. Like when
Yeah.
we were there.
Well, of
Oh yeah,
the
they
other
were
tribes
careful with the training, weren't they?
that you were
Yeah.
training with, they certainly were more careful.
Mm.
You'd certainly see to the east of the city, it's like a bit more of like there's a lot more fires, a lot more activity going on than what you can tell from a distance. From the east, so the Gorok like tribe area. But you are right. The other tribes are a bit more subdued. From what you can tell from the north, they are also almost especially subdued, like trying to keep themselves even quieter after what happened the night before.
That huge screw up.
Yeah, exactly.
Go sit in the corner. Think about what you've done.
Yeah, precisely. Yeah, to the east, a tribe to the east maybe is a bit more like rowdy than than you expect, but it is a very important religious ceremony for these people, so
Yeah,
they
yeah.
are taking it seriously.
Makes sense.
Maybe another like party nights, other festivals that they might like do throughout the year. They could get more around here, but this
Yeah.
one's a bit more important.
Fair enough. Fair enough.
But it is fairly calm, and all of those who wish to sleep do get a full night's sleep. Thoradin, as one such haunted by such dreams, do you wish to risk a sleep, or do you want to give it a go, or do you want to take another point of exhaustion?
No, I'll try and sleep. I had a nice chat with the group. He's feeling a bit better.
Yeah.
He'll try and sleep.
Don't
Yeah.
worry, Thoradin, I will watch you sleep.
If he only screams, come running.
You're awake. Yeah.
Depends on the kind of screams. If it's, a certain type of scream, you might want to walk away.
Bad. Happy screams is fine, but bad screams, yeah.
I don't Oh, okay.
I don't think he's going to be getting any of the first kind.
No.
Personally, my money is on that not happening.
Yeah.
But yeah, so yes, you do get you get a sense that because like the weather's lessening off, it's not like maintaining the heavy angry storm that was above you. It's starting to wane ever so slightly. That maybe Talus's anger is being diverted elsewhere or somewhere else, and so you risk yourself a night's sleep, and it's okay. It's probably not your best night's sleep you've ever had, but it's passable. It does the job, and you do get a successful long rest.
Sweet.
You only had one level, didn't you, of exhaustion?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. And as night becomes day, you start out, and there's a lot more like excitement in like the campsite you've got. And it's just like people are like, today's the day. Tonight's going to be the big. It's all going to go off tonight at midnight. So some people like trying to like stay in a bit later, try and stay up till later. Others are trying to wake up as early as possible so that they can nap during the day. And so it's just a real mixture of like excitement and nerves to see what could happen, who each of the tribes is going to win. Is it going to be the Korak? Is it going to be the Zell? Is it going to be the Rooster? Are they going to hold the city or not? It's all a bit unsure. And are more gods going to try and like cause shenanigans again, or is it just going to be a bit? It's all nervous excitement for everybody involved.
Out of interest, based on what we were sort of hearing around the city, does the city change hands regularly, or is it one of those things where like the Rooster has kind of just got a mad winning streak?
No, it's Rooster won it last year. They've only held the city for a year.
Okay, so it could be anyone's, but it's like anyone's game basically.
Literally, could be anyone's game.
Okay.
The holders have an advantage because they have the city.
Yeah.
But because everyone's trying to attack the city, it gives them the disadvantage.
Yeah.
And so your resources are split. You're more of a target because they have to kill that leader first before they can lay claim to the city. And so it's unless you're very smart, it could be very difficult. To hold it, and so it does change hands more often than not. You're very fortunate to have Togagak for 2 years in a row.
Yeah, it makes
Got
sense.
to say, on the gods causing shenanigans front, I think it will be a pretty fucking brave god who turned up to cause havoc in a festival dedicated to like a god of violence.
Yeah.
Like, you've got to think that the god is going to be like there and watching and will be quite happy to kick you in the fucking face if you
Hey
get in
man,
the way.
I mean, maybe that's where Talos is. That's why he's not causing any problems. Actually,
that's why he's fucked off.
Busy.
yeah, he's getting a bollocking at the moment.
Being kicked around the sky by the other one.
Yeah.
Stop interfering in my ceremony, you dick.
Yeah, exactly. You never know. You never know.
You never know. But yeah, so so you guys are able to make your way south. Another day closer to Mistress City, and you get about halfway through your day's travel, where as you're coming along about some like nearby farmland, Ulva is a bit like something's going on here. Something doesn't quite smell right.
Nadia was immediately like, What doesn't? What is wrong?
So feel free to organise yourself in the caravan as you wish. Nadia's obviously at the front.
I'm
Yeah.
driving.
Anyone can sit next to her or however you
Yeah.
want to see fit for the caravan.
I mean, Talari typically sits kind of like in the middle, always inside.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Away from each of the wheels, because the wheels are technically more bouncy, so she kind of stays in the middle where it's a little bit less rickety. But that's where she would never have sort of been outside.
Yep, that's absolutely fine. Just feel free to
Yeah.
give opportunity to rearrange yourselves however you
Mhm.
wish. And Ulva's giving off the like indication of us like it's a familiar sense of danger.
Oh,
Enemies?
Yes, that's what you get.
All right, says Nadia. Get ready for some trouble. Might be nothing, might be a great big problem. She's gonna like stand up on the driving, like the wagon, back of the wagon seat to see if she can spot anything, like spot what's making Ulva uneasy.
Yeah, and
I'll turn to Turi and go. Oh no, actually, no, we already know them. I'll say, Turi, do you want to,
you still can do that. They're not gonna not be there. So
yeah,
oh,
I'll
what are
be
they?
What
honest.
are they?
Well,
we'll
I'll
find
explain. So,
Yeah, I was about to say there
feel
is
free.
like
So Nadia's standing on top of the seating area, try and get a good distance to the distance ahead. Good view of the distance ahead.
so
You,
the
you
Turi
hear
would
Nadia.
work her way to the back.
Assuming that it's not immediately obvious.
Krusk will go to the front if we're not in combat. He's gonna
No, we're not
try
on
and talk to
combat.
them.
So
When
what you
the n-
see,
Mhm.
what you see is looks to be like two very large, like fairly like you guys have seen like zombies before.
Mm.
This is like a
Yeah, Nadia's stopped and is
Yeah.
trying to get a good view. Assuming big.
like you guys have seen zombies before, but this is like a somewhat bigger, somewhat like looks stronger, almost zombie, more like a
Did-
more intense kind.
Talari
Mm.
will at least not. We'll walk up to the front, but just sort of poke her head out, take a quick look at the enemies, sit back down, and go through the Book of Holg.
Good. Are they looking at us, or are they just kind of like just chilling on the road?
So they're kind of shambling around, but they're shambling with a purpose. It looks like they're like one of them like starts like to walk off the road, and then like the other one calls or does something you're not quite sure what it does, and the other one like turns back around and tries to stay on the road
So they are communicating to each other.
somewhat. Yes.
Are they going like side to side across the road or up and down?
More side to side across this road, yeah.
What as in
Trying to stay on this one spot of like
Wow.
roadway that they're on, yeah.
like this? Is that what you mean?
Yeah, kind of like that.
But sort of
I
staying in the same place.
Mhm.
What the fuck is this
think we
about?
should try and
What
talk to
the
them. Maybe they're guarding
are
something,
they?
or they want like a toll.
I have a feeling, Krusk, that if they are zombie-like, they're probably not quite all there.
But maybe they can relay a message to whoever's told them to stand here.
Yeah,
Seems
most
like-
of them don't have much in the brain department.
Well, they're talking to each other somehow.
I suggest you two begin to talk, and I will begin to go up. I'm just gonna get out the back of the caravan and.
Okay, Krusk is gonna hop down then.
I'll
So
check
you
the
look
book.
at the Book of Hulk,
Mhm.
and the closest thing you can find is just a zombie.
I think.
It doesn't seem to be
Yeah.
that.
Well, I've not got anything on these ones. I mean, the ones I've got in here are just normal ones. These guys seem to be overgrowth versions.
Can I go up to here? Do they? I'll stop there. I don't want to get too close. Do they do anything or react in any way?
So you get to about, let's say, within 30 feet of them.
Yeah, let's say I'll move myself a bit
And
back. Let's say 30 feet.
we'll say for ease about 30 feet. And like one of them like takes a sniff in the air, and then grunts like moans like, "Urgh," and like both turn to Krusk and begin to shamble towards you,
gonna
somewhat
hold-
aggressively.
I
Okay.
was about to say, how unfriendly do they look?
I was gonna. Okay, I'll try once. I'm gonna hold my hands up, like disarmingly, and say, I'm not. We're not here to fight. If you can understand us, we just want to talk.
Urgh.
And that's
Still
gonna
co-
work, Cross.
Still coming towards you.
Should I just hit them?
Talari
I'll
will, now that
Krusk-
Talari's read the book, she's going to move forward sort of next to Nadia to keep an eye on Krusk.
Krusk is gonna just draw his sword now and like with the shield and like just point at them and say, "This is your last chance. We just want to talk. Don't make me. Don't make me do this."
Yeah, Nadia's gonna like at this point.
Okay.
Nadia's like loop the reins and jump down from the carriage, and, like with the axe out. Like, yeah, this is not gonna not
Yeah,
end up
I'll
in a
cast.
fight.
Yep.
I'll cast a spell. Can I
Okay.
cast a spell, or should I wait for combat?
We'll wait for combat because
Okay.
we'll just double check what Turygurtha wants to do as she goes up into the air.
Okay.
So you go up in the air, and what are you trying to do? So you see Krusk trying to communicate with these two zombies and not getting very far.
Yeah, so basically I'm getting like right above them.
Directly above them. How
So
far?
I will be directly above the crossroads, about 50 feet up.
Mm-hmm.
Because I know they're grown, but they're not that tall. How tall are they?
No, they only look about like 6 feet or so tall.
Okay,
Like,
okay,
they just look a lot more like a bodybuilder, like just a lot more stronger.
Yeah, okay,
Rather than
okay. So
actual like filling out more. Like if you see me and Sonny next to each other, like or me and Dan next to each other, or like anyone else, like I'm a lot more bigger and whatever outwards, and then everyone else a little more skinnier. Like it's that kind of size bigger.
okay, so I'll be about 50 feet up from the ground, and
Yeah.
basically I'm waiting for one of them to lunge at Krusk, and then I'm dive bombing down and
Okay, you're gonna
tempting.
turn me out. Okay. That high up, you just see like other rolling hills as well around you.
Yeah,
So,
there aren't any of them.
and
Big
everyone.
creatures.
So Thoradin, how would you like to react? You see everyone talk about zombies.
Who's next to me? Can I just turn to Talari and say, do we know there's zombies?
Yes.
We're in the back of the cart. Yeah.
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 I'll turn to Talari and say, all right, so they're dead. I'm fine to kill them, right? That's
I get-
totally neutral. You know,
I mean,
easy.
I guess so.
Yeah.
I guess so.
Yeah.
I mean,
Can't
technically, yeah.
argue with the logic.
You know,
yeah.
if they've already died once, they any kind of undead is an abomination of life. So,
Yeah. Yeah, we can't
Hey.
redeem a zombie.
and you
That's-
know, as
I'll come
part of,
back from the dead.
I mean, one of Cannonball's things for me is to get rid of these undead. So really, you're doing me a favor as well.
Two birds with one stone.
Yeah.
Let's do it.
So can everyone please roll initiative?
Yes.
These guys like army are dead. Yeah, and our main guy Zeus, fucking beast.
Talari has 13.
13.
21.
Nadia gets 21.
Oh no, I don't need to bother rolling for Oliver because she
No.
answers me.
Yep, she gets yours. Krusk,
11.
11. I'm gonna need you to roll again. No, that's fine. Thoradin,
17.
17. Turygurtha.
17.
Ooh, need to roll again. Thoradin and Turygurtha.
7.
7.
Yep.
And Turygurtha.
16.
Okay, so Turygurtha the first out of you two. Okie dokie. So, come on. Yeah. So first up is Nadia. So you do see these two zombies like Krusk trying to placate placate these things, and he's looking like he's about to cast some kind of spell, potentially.
Yeah, he's tried being like, we only want to talk, and they're like, no, we're gonna eat you.
Mm-hmm.
It's your last chance. They're like, no, we're gonna eat you, and Nadia, yeah, they're gonna try and eat him, and he's gonna go charging in.
Mm-hmm.
How far away are they? Oh, they're only 40 feet. I can make that in like a dash. I don't even have to dash. That's like my regular move.
Nice.
In that case, all my fancy magic items. Let's go. Oh, does my new thing take like time to activate? Do I have to stop and activate
bonus.
that before I go? Okay, so I can just turn it on.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it's command word.
Fucking yes. Does lighting up my axe? Can I do both?
I
How
think
do bonus actions work, Matt?
your axe does it regardless of lighting up or
Oh,
not.
that's true. I don't have to light it up. It just does shit. Excellent. Don't have to bother. Won't bother lighting it up because it's already broad day like that.
Mm-hmm.
In that case, Nadia is like Krusk's like obviously gonna start a fight. So Nadia is gonna go charging the fuck in. As she runs, she says something, and a massive shield appears from basically nowhere.
Nice.
But yeah, gonna charge up and smack this guy in the face.
Mm-hmm. That's a 23 to hit. That is a hit.
Good. And sorry, I can't find my D10. Oh, come on! That's only 6 slashing damage, but I'm guessing they definitely qualify for the 2d6
Oh,
radiant.
100%. Yeah.
The rotting flesh gives it away.
7, 8, 9. That's 9 radiant damage.
Nice.
And then Ulva is gonna come charging up as well and bite the fuck out of it.
The same one?
Yeah, she's going to attack whichever one Nadia is attacking.
Sweet.
She gets advantage if she does that.
Mm-hmm.
15, 20 to hit.
The hit.
And that's 9, 10, 11, 12 piercing damage.
Thank you, Dave. Okay, so you take some good chunks out of this zombie, and it is, unfortunately for Nadia, that zombie's go.
I have charged in. I am now going to reap the rewards of my charging the fuck in. Let's
Indeed.
go.
So it takes one, like, tries like swing one of its arms at you and misses, but the other swing does hit you with a 22.
Wow, that's strong.
I think that was
Yes,
to hit.
well,
Was that to
Oh,
hit
it's
or
a
was
hit.
that?
that's just to hit.
Oh, okay. So
22 to hit.
Not 22 damage.
I was a
it's
little. I
22.
was a little
Hey,
bit.
damn.
I
Now
was a little
now it's
concerned.
like, oh, that was strong. It's going to do me something like 40 damage.
Yeah, exactly.
Wow.
Yeah.
Starting to sweat.
That's. You don't have any resistances on at the moment, do you? You're not
No,
raging.
no, because Nadia has a terrible tendency not to rage until after something hits her.
Okay. So you take 15 damage
still quite a lot.
from
Cool.
this one zombie.
Then you have like over 100 or something. Anyway.
Let me type 15 in the box.
Yep, that is the zombie. So it tries to take 2 swings at you, misses one, hits you with the other for that much damage.
Roll 20, not roll 20. Beyond won't let me type damage in the box.
Are you sure you're logged in? Because that usually only happens if you.
I am now logged in. Like before, I was having authentication issues.
Yeah,
now
yeah.
I'm logged in, and now it won't let me type damage in the bloody box.
Yeah, because normally that's only if you don't have access to that. You know, you've only got
Trying
read
to
only.
reload.
Got you down to
No.
92.
You can actually do it if you
Yeah,
want.
I'm just going to make a note of it on a piece of paper.
Technology fools us again. Ah.
I know.
Do you want me to? Do
Yeah.
you want me to minus it? Because I can access all your characters.
Yeah, you might as
See,
well.
see if it'll work for you.
15 damage.
Mhm.
Yeah, because if it
Yeah,
does, I'm going to be
15.
well cheesed off.
Yeah, it works for me. Yeah, easy.
Powers.
Really? Oh,
Yeah.
come on, Beyond.
I just typed it in.
Okay.
It won't type in for me. Okay,
No,
I'm going to
not
mute
there.
my mic.
You got
until you
numlock
explain
on
it.
someone?
I've already minused it though, so don't do anymore.
Yes, thank you. I see you have.
Okay, so that zombie's gone. Turygurtha, it is your go.
Cool. I am going to.
You're about 50 foot above these two zombies when
Yeah, based
Nadia
on
dives in.
Pythagoras, I'm going to say that I can reach this guy.
You've been Pythagoras.
10 feet, 50 feet. I should be right with my 55 feet distance.
Well, you can turn off your boots,
Oh yeah, that too.
and you just fall.
Okay. So I'll do whatever process makes the most sense to go and attack this
Yeah.
dude.
Yeah, you can run down safely and then just turn them off before the rest of it.
Yeah. Okay. Cool. Okay, and I will attack with my unarmed strike. That is a 25.
That is
I
a
would
hit.
I would like to spend a key point for stunning strike.
Okay.
Was that a con save? A con save?
It is. Yeah.
Uh,
That's my strike.
Yes.
One of my
Somebody's-
players is using it a lot. in other
Save.
campaigns.
Yeah, it's handy.
The
don't know.
DC is 15.
15. It is stunned.
Nice.
Excellent. I will then do my extra attack. 27 to hit.
Wow.
That is a hit.
And yeah, I'm gonna burn another key point and do flurry
Wait,
of
did you roll
blows.
damage for the stunning strike?
I'm about to just do all of them in one
Oh, you
go.
did all of one. Okay, cool. I was
Yeah.
like, wait, haven't heard that. Did I not type it in yet? Oh, no. No. Okay, fine.
So
Yeah,
that's another hit for 25 on that one,
Mm-hmm.
and dirty 20.
Okay, that's still a hit.
Okay, cool. So that is 7, 9, so that's 16. And so that's 26. So that is 32 damage.
Damn. So, yeah, that is a meaty, like, chunk sticking out of it. And it's just aggressively going at you. So, that's your go.
Sorry,
Dark
yeah, that's
Thoradin.
everything.
Thoradin, is your turn.
Okay. I don't think I can actually reach it in time. Or with my speed.
You can go from the front of the caravan.
Yeah.
Yeah, because you
Talari-
came up to talk to Talari, didn't you? So
Yeah, that's where
you'd
Talari
be
is.
next to me.
Yeah, I've got 35 feet, so I don't think I can reach. I was at the front, yeah.
Yeah.
Be able to.
But then from there, how far are
You
you?
can attack
Yeah,
something
no.
within 5 feet of you. But
So you'd be
no,
10
not
feet.
quite.
I can use a javelin though.
Yeah.
So I'll make sure I'm about 35. Yeah, so I'll move like 5 or 10 feet up. And then I'll go through the javelin.
Doing a jav.
I will reckless attack and oh shit no.
That's what are you doing?
I can't. Great weapon master.
Going Super
It's
Saiyan,
not
that's what it
melee.
is.
No, not that one.
Yeah, I'll just reckless attack.
Which one are you attacking?
The one that Turi just hit.
Okay.
Which one was that? Blue.
Yep, the blue guy. Yep.
+9. 15 to hit.
Does reckless attack give you
Oh, no,
advantage?
wait,
Is that what?
it does, yeah.
Because if it's stunned, you already have advantage, don't you?
I
Yes.
was just stunned.
Because it got us hit by a
Okay.
stunning strike.
Well,
So if it's stunned,
Yes,
then
attack rolls against this creature have advantage.
there's
Yeah,
no.
so
Yeah, there's no real.
Alright, forget that then. That's 10 damage.
okay. Then on. So yes, it's
I
got
can-
a. Now I've got a javelin sticking out of it.
An extra attack.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'll
He took
throw
the
another
attack action
javelin.
to throw.
Yeah. With advantage. Yeah, that's 23 to hit.
That's a hit.
7 damage.
Okay. Okay. It is Talari's go.
Right. Talari will cast Sacred Flame, I think, on one of these. Yeah. She'll cast Sacred Flame on the one attacking Nadia.
Okay.
So they need to make a Dex saving throw.
Dexterity saving throw.
Yeah.
What's the beat?
17 to beat.
Yeah, they fail.
So they take the 2d8 I'm going to roll now, plus another one because of Divine Strikes. So that's 7 plus the 5. So that's quick maths, 12.
12 total.
12 total, yeah. 12 radiant damage.
Okie doke.
So that's what's that? It's an action and bonus. As a bonus, I will cast Spiritual Weapon, and I'll put it because it's got a range of 60 feet in the middle of them. Does it? When you cast a
can make an
spell, oh, I
attack.
can attack as well at the same time. So
Mhm.
I'll attack the red one.
Yep.
So it's a spell attack, isn't it? Yeah, melee spell
Yep.
attack. So 19 plus 9, so what? 28.
That's a hit.
That's 1d8. 2 plus was it 6 damage.
6 total. Doke. Okay. So is that your turn?
That's my turn. Yes.
Okie dokie. So here's the other zombies go. And he will make 2 swings onto. Actually, no, he has to beat the stun, doesn't he? Does he have to overcome the stun, or when does he get unstunned?
Stun isn't going to move. Creature
I think it
automatically
just
fails.
it ends on my next turn.
Okay, so they are still stunned.
Let me double check.
Can't move.
I'm pretty sure.
I think you're right. It's on your turn,
Krusk,
Arthur.
who started off the combat, will get to cast this spell.
Well, I was trying to talk them down.
Yeah.
Damn
End
zombies.
End of my next turn.
Yeah, and they're incapacitated, so they can't literally. They literally can't do anything.
You are
Your
fortunate.
stunning's really OP.
Yeah.
I had a boss fight that was trivialized by them just stunning him constantly.
So it
Stunlock, man.
it almost
Stunlock.
like goes to try to swing, but can't. It's just like.
Jury
Your
grins.
zombie
it's
noises
the-
are amazing, Matt.
It's the RPG, little sparks of electricity, you know.
Yeah,
Drew's got
Pokemon.
the cheat like the smarmiest grin.
Yeah.
Krusk, it is your go now.
Okay, so the one that Turi stunned, it can't move, can it? So I'm going to point at that with my sword, and I'm going to cast immolation. Sorry. So yeah, I guess it fails the Dex roll because it can't move.
Yes. If you're stunned, you
Okay.
automatically fail.
Excellent. So it takes 34 fire damage. And it's also set on fire. So when it's next its turn, it has to re-roll. Otherwise, it basically just keeps burning until it's ash.
Immolation.
Ooh.
Sick.
Okay. The flames wreath one creature you can see within range. Fails the dexterity saving throw. Takes 8d6 fire on failed save. So roll your 8d6. So what's level? Are you doing casting at the max with? Okay.
Yeah, I'm out of. That was my only 5th level slot. So yep.
Okay. 8d6 fire damage.
Yep. 34.
And burning. That's 34 on the one Turygurtha stunned.
Mr. Blue, and yep. And I'm using 2 sorcery points to use that as a quicken spell.
That's
So it uses
bonus.
up my bonus action. Yep. And
Mm.
then I will move forward to behind them, like this. And then I'll use Bahamut's breath, and I'll do the Ring of Fire thing.
Hmm.
So is that like the attack, or do I get an attack hit as well, or as well as the Ring of Fire?
That would be your action to.
Okay, so that's fine. So yep, I'll use the Ring of Fire on the two zombies from behind them.
But have they made attack against you?
No, do I need the two to use Ring of Fire?
Fortunately, for due to making an attack, Ring of Fire otherwise on them.
Oh, okay.
So like you almost go to, and it's like, oh, come on, sword.
Oh, can I just hit it normally then?
Without your sword, yeah.
Oh, I forgot this is a thing of the sword. Yeah, you're right. Sorry.
Yeah.
Oh
Bloody
man, I
good
completely
gods.
forgot. I haven't used the sword for a while, to be honest. I forgot. Oh shit,
Yeah,
I
it
shouldn't
made
have
you
used
do that sparring match with your actual fucking weapon.
Yeah, you can cast spells through it, but to use any of the sword's abilities.
Yeah. Sorry, I completely forgot. Oh shit. Okay, in that case, I can't cast another spell as an action, can I? I'm still not allowed. Can I do a cantrip?
Cantrip, yeah.
I've only got one cantrip which does damage, which is lightning lure, so I can pull something towards me. So
It might attack you if you do that anyway. So
I can take it. I'll yeet this one over to me. I'll use lightning lure on it.
okay.
So you create a lash of lightning energy that strikes at one creature of your choice. Okay, can it roll a strength saving throw, please?
The red one, it's not stunned. Nat 20.
Okay, no
Nice.
worries. So it doesn't get pulled towards me, but it does take lightning damage, which is
Yep.
7 lightning damage.
7 total. Cool. And that's on the red guy. Cool. So Nadia, it's the background to you again. So you've seen Turygurtha come down, beat up this poor. Well, no, I say poor.
Have I had my zombie stolen by a lightning lash, or was that to
It tried to be. So you see, Krusk tried to pull it towards him, but it just completely yanks it. Like it gets stuck in the
It's
shoulder,
just
but
like
some of
nobody's
the
having
rotting
any of
flesh,
Krusk today.
some of the rotting flesh just like comes off instead of the zombie.
Oh, yuck.
Krusk was like really put out by not being able to use the sword. He was just like, oh fuck it.
Yeah.
Just lightning.
So here's your go. You still have the two zombies right in front of you.
The blue one's on fire.
Yes.
I'm gonna stick with the red one, I think. Yeah, I'm gonna stick with the red one. Turn my rage on. Yeah, Nadia, having been hit, is basically just is gonna like go with the blow and then come back with like an even harder one. I'm gonna rage. I'm gonna thingy attack. Furious
Crits?
attack.
Okay.
You get advantage because Krusk's in a flanking position, so
Oh, I do. You're right.
you have advantage on the attack as well.
Oh, that's it. Frenzy attack is what I want to do. And I totally forgot I could hit the damn thing twice. My last
Yeah,
round.
extra attack, yeah.
I'm an idiot. I have 2 attacks per round. Oh well, I'll hit them 3 times this time to make up for that oversight. Let's roll an awful lot of d20s. Right, 15 plus 9. No,
Is a hit.
is probably a hit. Shall I roll all my attacks and then roll damage, or roll damage one at a
Do the if it's easier for you to track, do them one at a time.
Okay. That's 7 plus 5. That's 12 at slashing damage and 8 radiant damage. The second
Mhm.
attack is 15, 20.
Actually, I need to. What's the
Oh,
saving
does it
throw?
need to roll the saving throw?
Yes, it does. What's
That's
the
a wisdom saving throw, DC 15.
15? It passes. Okay, you carry on.
Okay, my next attack is a 24, which hits.
Mm-hmm.
14 slashing damage and 6 radiant damage, and another saving throw.
And a saving throw. And it fails, so
Hey.
it just
Aw, that
in a-
wastes
in
my
a burst.
frenzy.
and well, you can still got the other
I'm gonna
zombie
hit it again anyway. No, I'll hit the other one.
in a burst of radiant light. This zombie disappears into the dust.
Ha, says Nadia, fuck you, and is gonna go and hit the one that Turi's fighting as well. Like, just step forward and swing again. Which is another bloody 24. This dice likes rolling 15s today. With 12 slashing damage and 11 radiant damage.
This one also.
This axe is so OP,
Wow.
I love it.
Nice.
I love it so much.
Definite undead slayer. This thing.
Yeah.
Which seems appropriate considering they creep Nadia out.
She specifically chose it because we were going to fight undead. It's the thing she got from
But from
mages
John the Necromancer, wasn't it?
when we agreed to fight John the Necromancer. She specifically chose it because it gave her a boost against undead, and she hates undead.
Hmm.
It also does demons.
Oh, okay. That's handy.
Fiends and undeads.
That's a good mix. It's a good mix of stuff. Especially with the
Yeah.
stuff we fought against.
Exactly. It's
Congratulations,
turned out
combat
really
is over.
useful. Fuck
Nice.
yes.
Managed to slaughter the zombies.
Nice. Nice.
I imagine as it puffs into smoke, Turi's just gonna gently fall down to like the actual ground.
They both disintegrated, haven't they? There's nothing left of them, is there?
Oh, Thoradin's just gonna come running in where the gamblers played and start hitting at the ground. He's annoyed he didn't get in any proper damage. He was just throwing javelins at it. Oh,
Sorry, Thoradin. Should I have saved
we're
one
too
for you?
powerful. We're
Should
too
I have
powerful.
saved one for you?
Yeah.
It's okay,
Hopefully,
better luck
hopefully they've
next
got some
time.
buddies. Short little
Sorry,
legs.
man.
I'm just not as quick.
Sorry, but yeah, you have.
Oh.
You've got shorter legs. Sorry, man.
I need
T-
boots
Talari-
like Turi's.
Talari just
You need
sits.
boost wings like Turi has.
Mm.
Well, to be honest, they're only as fast as I am.
Ah.
Uh,
Okay, you need boosted
too
wings that
quick.
make you faster, not like Talari has.
Yeah.
there's the Ring of Haste. Who has the Ring of Haste?
Got it?
Yeah, who does have the Ring of Haste?
Well, Krusk does.
Krusk.
Krusk does.
Okay.
Who's does
Yeah,
80?
I
Talari,
offered it.
Talari is
Thoradin.
sitting on
He's
the
slower than me,
front
so
on the front chair, just watching it all.
Yeah, Krusk's got. Yeah, Talari's
With
just
his
sat there
armour.
like.
Just
"Oh,
sat
this is
there.
alright." Krusk's got all that heavy armor to haul around.
yeah, he needs
Thoradin,
it.
imagine how slow you would be if you had to do that too.
Yep.
That's why I don't wear it. Go
Also,
bare
Yeah.
chested.
It's integral
Same
to
word.
my battle strategy of not
My,
being hit.
my chest is my armour.
Your
Your
pecs.
mighty
Your
muscles.
Chest is iron.
pecs
My
of
pecs are
steel.
iron.
I don't know
Arrows
if
will
Thoradin-
bounce off your man.
Krusk is gonna like
Go
tap
on.
on his armor. I don't know if Thoradin, I think you need a fine bit of steel like I've got.
Thoradin's gonna go in for a chest bump. Try and like bump him back.
Give him a little chest bump, yeah.
Can't imagine that would be comfortable, especially given the height difference.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking. Like his belly button or something.
Yeah.
Chest bump the belly.
Yeah,
His
like a
paunch
gut,
just-
like a gut thing.
Yeah, you
Yeah.
make your Krusk self-conscious again.
Oh, I heard it jiggle there, Krusk.
Oh, don't be mean, poor lad.
I'll work on those press ups.
Oh,
God, you
lot
can't even
recently,
hit with your
Thoradin.
sword.
And I think I need to love myself for who I am, so I decided not to lose it.
You can't even
Definitely
hit
you
with
do,
your
says
sword.
Nadia and like claps him on the shoulder. You know, and she's gonna like knock on Krusk's breastplate and then like knock on Thoradin's like chest. Nah, there's not much different.
No, Thoradin, I think you'd look a lot better in fine armor like I've got.
I'm already slowing my little legs.
We-
That'd be
we-
fine.
You too slow.
We could always put
Yeah.
some of your chest hair onto the armor, Thoradin, to make it a little bit more.
No, I can't hide my awesome tattoo. My wavy
Yeah.
wavy
He's gotta show it
tattoo.
off to the world.
Yeah.
Those glow, I guess.
It does glow. You cannot. Thoradin cannot possibly be expected to hide his awesomeness behind
Yeah.
a suit of armor.
I mean, he's hiding
Can't ask
most.
me to cover up.
He's hiding most of it behind his beard.
Well, I try and tie it up a bit.
What?
But
He's got a beard grooming routine. His beard is
Yeah.
part of the awesomeness.
Oh, I see.
it's the whole package.
Yeah, his beard is part of the awesomeness. It's all good.
The image of like the morning routine where we all get ready and we're just still waiting for Thoradin doing his
Plaiting his beard, yeah.
patting his beard
Yeah.
properly. Like,
He's got to comb it out 100 times.
Yeah.
Long process.
okay, easy there, Krusk. Easy. You're gonna set the place ablaze.
But yeah, you using spell slots in those?
Yeah,
Just
that's
stamping,
right.
just stamping out the flames from the immolation. You know.
That's it.
So yeah, so the those zombies have thoroughly been turned to dust thanks
I
to
wonder what the fuck those are about.
Yeah. Did they leave anything at all behind, or did everything get turn to dust?
Yeah, can I
Yeah.
search the area? Like they seem to be very specifically walking around this path. Can I search for? Were they searching for anything? Or
So how far are you willing to go?
I mean, this is part of the road we were going to take anyway, right?
So yeah, so it's like from left to right, it's north to south in this map layout.
Okay.
Right.
Can I roll Arcana? Do I get any kind of familiar magic signature off these guys? Like, is there someone we've come across before? If it's maybe a
think-
necromancer that we met before.
I think for my search, I'd be willing.
Do
to
they have
go
a
probably-
phylactery? You know.
Probably 100. You know, Jesus.
Oh,
but,
oh yeah, reliquary. Sorry, that's it.
I mean, if they have a phylactery, we've got to be really worried.
Yeah.
Yeah, how far
I
are you?
think Terry would be willing to go something like 200 feet.
200 feet.
Yeah.
How high up do you want to go? It's like, no, there's 200 feet, 200 feet, 200
I'd
feet
keep-
up, then 200 feet around.
No, I'd probably go 200 feet sort of around, probably only like 20 or 30 foot up, so I get a good line of sight with the ground to see if they were searching.
I mean,
for something in particular.
you're not bound by the mists anymore, so
Yeah, no,
you
it's
can,
more.
you can
It's
go
more
higher.
It's more if they're looking for something small or
Right,
something
okay.
like.
Okay,
something
so you're not specifically searching for zombies, but more what they could be searching for.
Yeah, like
Okay,
why are they
sweet.
here?
Okay. So as you're doing that, Krusk, you're trying to get a feel of, is this is it like a normal zombie, or is it like a summoned zombie? Right?
Yeah. Yep.
Yep.
Mhm.
Okay. Give me a Arcana check for me, please.
Okay. I am going to use. Oh, I can't use favored by the gods. Okay, I just got a 6. I don't get anything.
Okay. Okay. So there's not a lot that the magic around you can tell you. Like they're just undead. Generally, the magic of the undead. But using some of like your intuition, these probably aren't natural zombies. So you've seen zombies before that have like normally occurred. This isn't like a normal zombie.
Okay.
Or like you face isn't a normal zombie, like something that you've come across on like Killenvor's Island or any other places you've encountered zombies. This is it's a more magic potentially been involved potentially.
Okay.
If it's anything other than gods doing stuff, or if it's someone like a mortal doing it,
Okay.
hard to tell.
I'll share that with the people who are around,
Okay.
and add maybe they're after the amulet.
Yeah.
Based on that, then from Krusk, Talari will see if she can sense anything different, because obviously as part of the Kellenvor stuff, she's supposed to be looking into the undead, and if someone's summoning them, or they're not normal, and that's probably something Kellenvor's going to want to know.
Maybe.
So she'll do an Arcana one as well.
Want to do an Arcana as well? Okay. So while you also try and ascertain the nature of these zombies, Turygurtha, you're running around the near vicinity, trying to see if these zombies were looking for anything on the ground. And from what you could tell, there's just pretty much farm-ish land. Kind of tends to itself. The road's fairly well travelled. You can imagine it's used a fair amount for day to day. Not really many travellers have gone down it today. You were probably one of the first ones to leave the morning, so it's not really been anyone else on the road today.
And there's no like, because they walk quite shuffly, don't they? So their footprints would be a lot more distinguishable.
I was about to say, is there any other zombies or like a trail from where they may have come from?
So starting from where you found the zombies, they made like the inroads just on that one point. And if anyone else placed them there, if they got from there from however other means, doesn't seem to be any like tangible way. Either they've been there a long time, and so just the weather has just worn it away, or someone's placed them there and covered their tracks.
And there's no other zombies inside. Like there's no.
Or as far as you're willing to go, no. If you want to go further, potentially. But
That makes me want to go further. I'll go another 200 feet out. I'm happy to go 400 feet. I can get back in 2 turns.
Do you want to go higher? Or are you still looking?
I'll still keep lowish to the ground
Lowish?
so I can comfortably spot stuff.
Not in your immediate vicinity. You can see.
Okay, I'll go back to the group now. I'll call that 10 minutes of flying.
Yeah, that's fair. So yeah, and so can I have an Arcana check for me, please?
Arcana, yeah.
Talari?
Well, wait, +6. That is a 14. 8 + 6, 14.
So yes, so you get a somewhat better sense that it's not likely, and it probably wasn't a natural zombie. Either something happened to it to make it stronger, or someone summoned it stronger. You can't quite put your finger on it, but it's not definitely not like it's not someone that's just been recently died and then awoken.
Yeah. So I mean, I know, Nadia, that you don't like that whole undead thing, but to make it, hopefully not too creepy, these things aren't normal zombies. I mean, I know they looked like they weren't normal, but they're not normal at all. They're either made more powerful to, be that size, or they were summoned that size. Either way,
Well, we do have a necromancer that's out for Krusk's head, don't we?
Indeed. I mean, either way, it's not a typical undead where it's just a corpse that's been reanimated. This is specifically designed to be of the larger variety. It's obviously slightly concerning. And yes, as Nadia was saying, we do have 1 or 2 necromancers that kind of out for our blood. They would stand to reason there could be more of them.
Maybe it's a coincidence.
Yes, it's just a coincidence that they're on the path that we're on.
But, you deliberately, well, actually, you probably didn't deliberately piss them off, but you definitely pissed off at least one necromancer who then probably broke out of jail and is now coming for your head. And probably the rest of you. And probably has really inventive things stored up to do with it after you're dead. Because,
I like to think he was exaggerating for effect. I'm sure he'll calm down now that he's out of prison.
Don't forget, Nadia, you did sit on him as well. So
that necromancer, but
you
he
did sit
probably
on.
deserved it.
I know, but I'm just saying, he's probably after all of us in certain,
Yeah, but didn't he swear he'd kill Krusk first?
That was I think it's just because he was there, to be honest.
I was there face to face. He was pretty serious about it.
No, it's a common creative technique,
It's common for Krusk. A lot of people say they want to kill him when they meet him.
Yeah.
I mean, to be honest, Krusk was just the one there. I mean, if any of us were there, he probably blames us all as a group, I would imagine.
Great. So that fucking wanker of a necromancer is now on our trail.
Oh, they had that scrying thing, didn't they? I mean, we're obviously protected, but that doesn't mean we all are. Maybe that's how they knew where we were going.
I wonder
Well,
if I hit him with this axe and he disintegrates. He'll be able to revive himself.
I mean, a necromancer technically isn't undead. He's just a person.
Bastard.
So, I mean,
You make a good point.
we
that
do have
being
to offer him a second chance as well when he comes around.
I mean,
He's had that.
that
I
being
didn't offer him a second chance.
that being said, Krusk's spell. I mean, that looks like that would pretty much disintegrate anybody. It was pretty intense
Oh.
flame.
Yeah,
Like
it is. I can
fire.
only cast it once if I really strain myself. Maybe
Speaking
one more
of,
time.
could you not do that too many times? Because punching hot things is just more difficult.
Bad
Yeah,
for
sorry.
us.
I didn't know how strong they were. I thought I'd just start big.
Well, it's a
Well,
bloody good job in
hopefully.
that case. You didn't set Tyri on fire as well.
Hopefully we don't see too many more of these, because if you can only do it a couple of times, I'd rather you didn't waste it.
Yeah.
That's true. Pacing
that's
yourself,
true.
Krusk. Pace yourself.
I do have other fiery spells, but just not of that magnitude. Yeah.
New obsession now, fire. Used to be lightning.
I just like the idea of the fires of justice. Also, I am aligned with Bahamut now, so.
You're going to be one of those purge things, aren't you? You're going to be like, oh, purge the corruption. Oh wait, no, you actually already said that.
Yeah. I mean, to be fair, considering how many undead we're facing and the general undead problem, being fire happy could be useful, I guess.
I mean, I would try to avoid using this on a person because it's quite a cruel way to kill them. If I just set them on fire.
I guess, but at least it wouldn't
Cool.
become undead. I mean, we do burn a lot of people, Krusk. So
Bodies. We burn bodies after we've killed them nicely.
yeah, that doesn't really make sense. I don't know where you were going with that, Turi.
My thought was it's less painful or a bit quicker to go with even cutting a head off like Thoradin likes to do than to burn them alive.
Yeah, burning feels pretty
Not
rogue.
all deaths are equal.
Yep.
Not
Some
all
are
death
worse
as
than
he.
others.
I should know. I've died twice.
Some more equal than others.
He has in fact died twice.
Yeah, you're an expert now.
This is true.
Yes. Right.
I have a feeling maybe they're after the amulet as well. It might not have been from the necromancer. Maybe it's
Oh, you're
amulet seeks
right.
people.
Oh, that's
It
another
could be those
option.
fuckers again.
Maybe they can
Okay.
sniff it out.
That
We should-
invisible bastard comes back. Turi, you know how to fight invisible things now. You'll have to kill him for us.
Don't worry, I've got it.
What's the amulet situation at the moment? Who's got them?
I've
You've
got
got
one.
Talari and is it Talari and Nadia or Talari and Turi? I can't remember.
Nadia
Turi.
doesn't have it anymore.
I've got one.
Okay, so it's Talari and Turi then who've got
Because
each other.
I can run away quickly.
Should
Okay.
Talari have one? Turi's
What?
can run very quick.
True, but Talari I think was mostly because she is
Talari's trying to have
attuned.
conversation.
Yeah. So the longer she has it, the more she can communicate with the Merkle inside.
Oh, sorry. Yes, sorry. You're right. Yep. Fine.
I'm just here to be able to get it the hell out of dodge if we need to.
Yeah. No, makes sense. Yeah.
Speaking of getting the hell out of dodge, I really think we should keep moving, because if this was a planned
Let's go.
ambush, I don't want them to come up with something else.
Yes.
Yep.
Yes.
Let's do it.
We don't want any of their friends coming after us.
Yeah.
Do zombies have friends? I don't know how that. I don't know if that would
I hope
work.
not, because we killed these two. I'd feel quite bad then.
They seem like they were communicating, so who knows? Maybe.
Maybe.
They were trying to kill us. I don't feel that bad about it.
I did
No,
give
I
them
don't feel bad.
second and a third option to back down, but
It's
they weren't
very
having it.
true. Krusk, you
They
did a
weren't
very
having
good
it.
job.
Thank you.
Bahamut would be proud.
I hope so. I hope he was watching.
Maybe.
Yeah.
He's a bit busy, but I'm
He's
sure
got
he
lots
was.
of heads. He can use one of them to watch you, one of them to watch whatever else he's doing. Oh no,
He's
it's
only
the
got
other
one head.
Tiamat's got
Tiamat's-
5.
Oh, it's
Tiamat's
the other
not
one
the
who's
head
got
of
lots.
one.
I thought both of them had lots of heads.
think it's
No,
just Tiamat.
Bahamut's just the
Yeah.
one singular head.
Okay.
Much
in that
easier
case-
when it comes to eye contact.
In that case,
I can imagine so. Yeah.
I'm wrong.
Yeah. Where would you look with 5 heads? Then?
I wouldn't even want to
The
try.
middle one. The middle one, I suppose. That would make the most sense.
But
Yeah,
what if
I
another
guess.
one starts talking at you?
To
Do
be
you
honest, I
shift?
think if we're talking to Tiamat, we have bigger problems on which head we ought to be looking at.
I agree.
That's true.
I'm just gonna put that one out there.
That's true.
If Tiamat turns up, we
Yeah.
have bigger problems on which head we ought to be talking to.
Well, you don't want to insult her. You know.
Good
Just,
point,
you know,
actually. Yeah.
you know.
If she took offence, that would be bad.
Exactly. Don't talk to that one. Talk to them.
That would be bad. You're
Dunno.
quite right.
I'll ask Bahamut at one point, but probably not right now.
No.
Super
That's very
busy.
true.
Okay.
In my head, Turi's like, I'm like, yeah, he was watching. Yeah, he knows.
Totally was.
Totally watching.
Yeah.
Yeah. So you all get back onto the cart and begin to make your way south again once more, and no more than about, say, half an hour down the road, when Olva senses a similar danger.
Not a fucking again, says Nadia. She's gonna see if there are some more.
And you can all take a look, and instead of it just being
Oh, we've been here
two,
before.
there's 3 zombies.
Definitely peaked early,
Yes.
Krusk.
Before anyone moves, let me cast a fireball before they start spreading out.
Well,
No, they're on one. They're on one.
next time on the Ascendant Lands, how well will you fare taking on these zombies? Will they be the only zombies you face the rest of the day? Who knows? Let's find out next time on the Ascendant Lands.